Alfred Brock here, and we're going to be talking about how to quit vaping. How to quit vaping today. So, let me give you the preamble. And that said, you may have started vaping because you thought it was safer than smoking or that it would help you quit smoking. Or maybe you thought that inhaling vapor that tastes like blueberry cheesecake could help you say no to dessert. But now health experts are warning that vaping can harm your health. Here's what you need to know about how to quit. So, think about why you want to quit. Your reasons might include, but are not limited to, vaping may not help you quit smoking regular cigarettes. It may even make quitting harder. You want to lower your risk for heart disease, stroke, and diabetes. Using nicotine raises the risk for all those health problems. Using nicotine raises the risk for heart disease, stroke, and diabetes, no matter what age you are. Vape juice contains many different chemicals. The long-term health effects of vaping these chemicals are unknown. Vapes can explode without warning and cause serious injuries. You may have seen some pictures, of course you can find them online, where people get their mouths blown open and their fingers seriously injured, and even flying fragments can enter the eye, cause other problems. You could hurt somebody who's not you. You could hurt somebody else with this strange little device that superheats the liquid in the vapor. And you don't want to see your kids or really any kids vaping just because you did it. Do you want to influence people like that in a negative way? Or do you want to influence them in a positive way? I know I want to influence them in a positive way. So all these are things, these are all healthy, caring ideas that you might have about why you want to quit vaping. Now to do it, get started by making a plan. So make a plan, pick a quit date, and make a plan for it. Put it on your calendar, write it down on your calendar, put it in your phone, put it on, Google, put it on Microsoft, put it on Yahoo, put it on Bing, all that. Well, Bing's Microsoft, right? Put it all those places, put it on the calendars, write it down, put it on the wall, stick it in your pocket, pick a quit date, and make a plan to hit it. Your plan should include how you will deal with the cravings that you're going to have and where you get support when it gets tough. And there's lots of support. There's support online for quitting vaping. You'll see one of the links down below for just one of the many different places that you can get support for quitting vaping. And I'm going to have it brought up here. Quit vaping. Okay, quit vaping. We've got quitassist.com. Quitassist.com. I'll give you another one in the remarks, but quitassist.com is one. So they're out there. They're easy to get to. Some you have to pay for, but hey, you can find it for free. You can get it for free. Talk to your doctor also. They'll help you. Now, your plan should include how you deal with cravings and where you get support when it gets tough. And we looked at one here. I told you about one, quitassist.com. There'll be another one in the remarks. If you smoke regular cigarettes, make a plan that includes quitting them as well. Why not? Lose the nicotine from the vaping, lose the nicotine from the tobacco. Just lose all that tar and all those other things. Just let it go. It's already shown you all it's got to show you. Remember, plan a reward for yourself each small success in your quit plan. As you're quitting, as you're moving along, you'll be saving money, right? Every time you do not, think about this, every time you do not make one of these purchases for one of these devices or some of the oil or something like that, it's money you save. That's your money, right? Spend it on something else that maybe you've never done before, or maybe you want to try. There's a new experience for you that you can incorporate into what might have been considered a loss. It's now a net gain for you. And if you do one every different time, golly, what a wonderful array of experiences that you can have by letting this one go, right? Get support. Tell your friends and family that you're quitting vaping and ask for their support, including the people that are vaping, right? You can say, hey, I'm not vaping anymore, quitting vaping, not doing it, staying away from it. You may find that, if with some folks, oh my goodness, that's the only thing I had in common with these people was that I was vaping. Sometimes you'll see that at work where people go out and smoke, and hey, people are friends, people are good, but some people at work, you'll notice, talk to each other, they interact with each other. They never would have done so if they had not been cigarette smokers. Gives you something to think about in the competitive workplaces that we're having these days. And vaping is not too much different from that. It's one of those unique habits that people may get connected to and through with each other, and they never intended to do that or meet those people or talk to them. So seek out others who have quit or are trying to quit vaping. And there's a lot of folks that, people who have quit vaping group. I'm going through the Google here, but you can use I Quit. There's the truthinitiative.org, Teen Smoke Free, everydayhealth.com. So lots of different things, lots of different places you can find people online, but you can find them in real life too, which is, online's real life, right? You can find people that I'm sure, who have quit vaping, and there are probably groups in your area, and they'll be glad to hear from you, and they'll do whatever they can to help you. Look online or in your community. Oh, we just did that, right? For a quit coach or a support group, consider free resources like Nicotine Anonymous. Nicotine Anonymous. If we're looking at just the nicotine portion of it, Nicotine Anonymous. And so, Nicotine Anonymous, there it is, nicotine-anonymous.org. You know what the amazing thing is? A lot of kids get involved in this. They start taking this. They have absolutely no idea what they're getting involved in, or that they've just nicotined themselves up, and they're looking at that for the rest of their life unless they stop. So put the calendar, there's a quit date right there. Stop right on that date. All right, hey, now, how actually are you going to carry this out, right? So first, we want to plan for your triggers. A trigger is something that will cause you to do something, including something that you may not care to do. Like a trigger to get up for going to work or doing stuff during the day might be your alarm might go off, beep, 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 beep. Or your phone, when someone texts you, you get ding, phone call, ring, ring, whatever on your phone. Sometimes mine doesn't do that. I don't understand it. I've got to check my settings. Sometimes it does it all the time. Sometimes it doesn't. I go back in there, it says do not disturb on. I don't remember setting that. But in any case, a trigger is something that causes you to do something next. So the telephone ring gets you to answer the phone. Maybe in the morning, let's say you're going out, and this would be for cigarettes. You're going out you're going out to get your morning coffee and some donuts or something on your way to work, and there's a cigarette box. You buy the cigarettes the same place where you get the coffee and the donuts, right? And vaping is becoming ubiquitous everywhere, so the same thing can be occurring, right? So plan for it, know what you're going to be doing when you go into a location like that, or avoid that location, go somewhere else. Or the situation that you're in. The folks there, or the activities at the location that you're going in, and you want to stop vaping, but everybody's vaping there, then there are some choices to make. And make the choices that are best for you and for those you love. So certain situations or feelings can make you crave nicotine. Maybe you get nervous or something like that. Well, the nicotine isn't actually going to solve the difficulty. It's just going to relieve those symptoms for a while. You're still going to have that same difficulty, and the problems still exist. So maybe trying to find out how to work those out be better than trying to subdue them by using something like nicotine, or even some people use alcohol or other drugs. Now figure out what people, places, feelings, times, or actions trigger your urge to vape. You could write them down if you want. That'd be very interesting. I always find that interesting to write things like that down. If you can, try to avoid those things that trigger cravings, and we just talked about that. If you can't avoid the triggers, think back to your plan. Think back to your plan and remember your plan, and avoiding or stopping vaping is the most important part in whatever situation or activity that you're in. Perhaps your plan includes using gum or mints or having something to fidget with. So you need a fidget, whip that fidget out. Oh, I'm not vaping. Hey. Or maybe you got some mints, pop the mint in the mouth. You gotta open the mint, you gotta put it in your mouth. Oh, I love mints, let me tell you. I wish I had one right now. Or having, or using gum. Good. So many different flavors of gum. There's more different flavors of gum than vaping flavors. But let me tell you, those vaping flavors, this is pretty weird, Pretty weird. Now, remember, please keep in mind, it's most important to note, most cravings start to pass within a few minutes. So you go through those few minutes, I'm not going to do the whole few minutes, but you go through those few minutes, that craving has passed. That need for that thing at that time is passed. Move on to the next. Just may show up again, but you'll find over time it will reduce, and the time between them will extend until they're fairly gone. Focus on healthy habits. Eat lots of fruit and vegetables. Keep healthy. Get healthy. Lots of fruits and vegetables. Exercise a little bit to reduce cravings and boost your mood. It's you. You're a good person. Have some fun. All right. Get out there. Walk around. Run around. Play basketball. Do karate or something. Drink plenty of water. Keep yourself hydrated. Keep yourself hydrated. Now, what about nicotine-free vapes? What about them? Oh, here's eating healthy. Look at that. They got a water and lots of delicious fruits and vegetables. And of course, if none of these are available and you can't get any meat and you're stuck in Alaska in a snowstorm like Charlie Chaplin was, you're gonna eat your shoelaces, right? Now, there's some exercise going on in this picture. So we got water, fruits and vegetables, and some exercise. So what about nicotine-free vapes? What about them? Hey, a wide variety of chemicals are used to create vape juice flavors. A wide variety. And 2 different flavors, they have chemicals in them that I think in the medicine they call it contraindications, but they contradict each other, okay? And could form other compounds and chemicals that your body doesn't need in it. And these chemicals themselves, in the first place, to make these juice flavors, where are they? Where did they come from? Some of them are heavy metals. Some of them they had to reban them because they weren't for use in food and drink or other locations like paint on your wall. It was okay to put it in the vaping pen or whatever. Kooky. But they still haven't gone far with that. And you know, why should they have to do that? Why should we have to have a department to regulate dangerous chemicals? If you're the client right now, the folks that are selling this material, you would think they were looking out for you, right? They're looking out for themselves. Now, early studies suggest that some flavorings can actually damage the lungs. You ever hear of popcorn lung? I thought that was ridiculous when I first heard of it. But out in the Midwest, they were making popcorn, and some fellows and the women working there were developing lung problems, breathing problems, and it turned out because of the popcorn flavoring that was going in the popcorn. They were breathing in the dust, and it was causing them a problem. And these chemicals that we're talking about are much more problematic than the one that has already been proven to be a problem. So ways to quit include, here they go, cold turkey. Many people stop vaping all at once. You know, if you do, you'll likely have some withdrawal symptoms such as anxiety, irritability, dizziness, nausea, and trouble with sleep. Withdrawal symptoms tend to improve after 3 or 4 days. So you work through that for 3 or 4 days. Hey, now we're going somewhere, right? Getting rid of it, dropping it off. And after 3 or 4 days of not spending that money on those things, there's a nice reward for you right there. What are you going to buy with it? Not more vaping stuff. No. Reduction method. Now, there's also a way to make a plan to reduce the amount of nicotine you vape each day. So you decrease it every day. You use vapes or vape juice with reduced nicotine content as you're getting away from the vaping, right? We're trying to get off the nicotine, get away from the nicotine first. Continue to lower your nicotine levels, then stop vaping. There you go, you stopped. Okay, we got you there. If you used flavored vape juice, get a flavor you don't like or go flavorless. And that's very interesting. Get a flavor you don't like. I'm not doing that anyway, but if I was trying to quit right now, I would definitely go with that or go flavorless, because at that point you're going flavorless. It's like, why am I doing this? Why am I inhaling steam when I could do it in a steam room? These patches, pills, and all this stuff, let's talk about that for a moment. Replacement approach. Nicotine replacement therapy, NRT, includes using nicotine gum, patches, or lozenges. Talk to your healthcare provider to find the best NRT method for you, and there are some of them. And I just want to bring this out again about the folks looking out for you. Isn't it odd that they're selling a product that if you want to stop using it, you actually have to go and get these other products to help you stop? That's enough for me right there. That causes me deep concern. That I would have to go and get other chemicals and ingest these objects or place them on my skin, violate my personal space, in order to get that other stuff out of my life. Okay. Finally, in the back, I'm going to read this to you. There are plenty of reasons people vape. Many think using vapes can help them stop using regular cigarettes. Others may be caught up in the trendiness or think it will help them lose weight. The truth is, vaping is not a healthy habit. It's not a healthy habit. Look inside for tips on how to quit vaping. So it's talking about we just looked at this. Look inside on tips on how to quit vaping. And we just talked about it, and we looked at it. We read through all this material together. So be happy, be healthy, and have a wonderful week. I know you can do it. You want to quit vaping? No, I know it's going to happen. Just make it happen. Bye.